Okay, it's Saturday afternoon. I finished my 5 day water fast. Technically, last night, Friday night, I continued to stay in the fasted state through the night. Figured I'm going to sleep, so it really doesn't matter. And I wanted to weigh myself on Saturday morning, which I did a few hours ago, to give myself 5 weigh-ins. So I started out at 187.4 pounds, and I'll get to that result later. But the fast is done. I started eating some things. I'm getting ready to have some fresh cherries. This morning I just had bone broth and water, and then I waited a while. I've had some. I found these kelp noodles, and I had an organic pesto sauce, and so I made those and ate not a whole portion of it, but probably half of that. And so far so good. I'm drinking plenty of water, and I've had probably had 6 ounces of coffee so far. So as far as what I think are the results and what I got out of this, first, seemed to clear up some issues I had with joint inflammation and things like that. My knees feel a lot better, and I have arthritis and had some issues with that, so it feels a little bit better. Clarity and brain focus really increased. That began on Wednesday. Like I said, I started on Monday, and by Wednesday, I feel like I had more energy, and it was easier to focus on tasks, focus on work. So that was pretty good. That was one of the cool things I took out of it. I hope I can figure out a way to have that continue, and the lack of inflammation continue, without being in that fasted state. So we'll see. It'll be nutrition, so it'll be a lot tougher, because food. And see some of the other benefits. It was more like you just feel sharper, but you also have a sense of ease, and it seems like things are just clearer. So that was a very nice result. I was gonna say side effect, but it's a good thing. And I'll get to the pounds in a little bit. I appear leaner in the mirror. I do have some pictures, and I may post some at some point. I'm really not that concerned about that. But let's get to the physical result. And let me go back a little bit. I think there are many results other than just the weight loss. And I've had some of those that I spoke about a little bit earlier. And I think if and when I do this again for 5 days, I'll be looking more for those results than weight loss. Because I will do intermittent fasting and maybe a 24-hour fast here and there, that type of thing. And those are fairly easy now. And I have done intermittent fasting before, and I'll do that in the future. The 5-day one, though, I probably wouldn't do just for weight loss, because these other things were pretty great too. So getting to the weight loss part. Again, I started at 187.4 pounds on Monday morning, and then I've went through and I've posted videos of each day, what the pounds, how much of a reduction it was each day, and realizing that a certain percentage of that is water, a certain percentage of that is fat, but I don't know what those percentages are, but I'd take 50-50. And when I give you the result, I guess you'll see why. So at my weigh-in Saturday morning, this morning, what is it? What the heck did I say? June 9th? Okay, so June 9th, Saturday morning, and it was early, but a little after 6 maybe. Stepped on the scale, and the scale read 175.8. So I think I calculated that out. So that was my goal was 10 pounds, somewhere around 10 pounds, and my result was 11.6 pounds. So that's almost 12 pounds. So that was pretty good. I'll take 50-50. If I lost, 5.5, 4.5 pounds of fat and the rest water, I'll take that. And I don't know how to figure that out. If you need equipment or tools or whatever, or a professional. But if it's 3 pounds of fat, I'll take that. So I'm going to try and I know I won't maintain the weight, because I'll gain some water weight when I start eating carbohydrates, and you get the more sodium and stuff like that. But I'm going to try to not gain it all back. I'm going to try to stay within a certain range, and I'm going to start some intermittent fasting and change up a couple of things I eat during the week. And on the weekends, I'm prone to pretty much eating what I want, but my eating window is still a little bit smaller. I just slide it back. I start eating later, and I eat later in the day because I'm up longer doing stuff and watching movies or whatever. So that's about it. So 11.6 pounds, feel better, look a little more lean, and it worked out, and it seemed to have worked out safely. I've been able to eat some limited food, and I haven't had any issues yet. A lot of people, do report that, but I guess if you start just eating tons of stuff, you're gonna have a problem because your body's not ready to start digesting large amounts of food. So the rest of the day, I'll be like a couple of fruits. I'll be nibbling on things here and there when I feel like it, and I'll still be kind of like keeping refreshed with plenty of water and fluids. So 5-day water fast is done, and based on the results and how I felt, except for day two was really bad. I gotta figure out a way to make that not as bad, the headaches and stuff. But here's a tip for anybody that would want to try it, and you should seek out experts and people who know a lot more than I do. But a tip for day 2 is just to know that it's going to come. And if you want to do this, I think if you're prepared for it and you know it won't last, then you can get through it. So mine started Monday evening, probably around 5-6 o'clock, and it went all through Tuesday until I went to bed. And I was kind of thinking, if I feel like this Wednesday, I might have to abort the mission. But Wednesday was that first energy day, and I got up before the alarm, and head felt great, body felt great, weighed in. I was like, wow, it's really cool. And then the whole week went like that. So that would be my tip. Know what you're getting into, and if you prepare for the things that might not be as positive, then you can kind of cope with them. Use your coping skills, and you can get through those. So it was successful for me, and I would do it again for the reasons I stated. So, there you have it. Thanks.